Good morning. It's Thursday, January 25th, and we're here to solve today's New York Times crossword puzzle, or give it our best effort at least. It's Thursday, so we're expecting some tricky stuff, probably a theme and maybe a rebus or something kooky. Sam Mazursky is a name we're pretty familiar with here, and expecting a pretty savvy veteran construction, I hope. It's early. It's not even 7 a.m. I have a breakfast meeting this morning, but I wanted to do a solve before I headed out for the day. So that's why it's so early. But I don't know if it's early where you are or when you are. And so, um, yeah, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever. Riding a 46-day streak. That's pretty cool. And yeah, just going to solve this puzzle, I hope. So without further ado, let's do it. Hope you're having a good week. A 3-point letter you won't find in Scrabble. One of the Pointer Sisters. Chips, cookies, etc. Response to who's ready? Like I am. Not free. I'm going to say that's like in a cage. Word with square or air. Like square deal? No. Air ball? No. Square meal? None of those are it. I've got it. I've got it. Dangers in the Amazon. So what are those? Anacondas? No. Dangers in the Amazon. Oh, piranha. What subs may sub for? Afterword. Like epilogue? I know that epilogue can be spelled a different way. Heated pool. I don't know. Maybe. One with many stuffy clients for short. Many stuffy. Mercury might be in this. Retrograde, right? I don't know much about the cosmos, but I do know that when Mercury's in retrograde, hold on to your butts because everything is crazy. This must be Marco Polo from our favorite pool game, A Christmas Party. Christmas party. Like Santa, elf, reindeer. Who's there? A party in the UK. Well, that's probably labor, and I'm guessing that because that's what would make it fit as being in the UK, adding this U. Heated pool, so it must be magma. Light touches, like taps, maybe, like dabs, pets. Who knows? Is insufficient, like lacks, like fails. I don't know. Hipster esque. I'm gonna say that's arty. Something posted from an online account. Something nationalism. Here we are. Like it's us. It's us. I am, and then what was this thing? Was I've got it. So I don't know. I don't know. Not a huge fan of those kinds of things. The Mercury might be in this. Is it like the WNBA finals? Is that it? I mean, maybe. I'm gonna obviously need some confirmations to feel good about that, but I'm pretty sure that's who the Mercury are. Kia Rio or Kia Sorrento have no more in stock. Like be out, run out, run out. Unit of radioactivity. A lab report component. Doesn't bother. Like let's be. Mercury was in this. Is that like Freddie Mercury in the band Queen? Could be. So our theme is Mercury. Is Mercury currently in retrograde? Because that's kind of cool if they manage to time that out. Ice cream brand in West Coast supermarkets. Hmm. Prefix with fight, like a neophyte, right? One's parents slangily with the folks. Hmm. Square, like nerdy. In a school in Texas. I think is this like arsons? So that's SMU. Yeah. Oh yeah. CU. Arsons. Okay. I feel okay about that. To the top here. 5 minutes on the nose. Decent first pass. Not sure what's going on with the theme. It's something Mercury related, but doesn't seem like there's a rebus. A chewy, meaty dog treat. Hmm. A show of hands. Show of hands. A Turkish inn. That's like a Imaret, I think, right? What is this? 3-point letter you won't find in Scrabble. Like a 3-point letter. Oh, it's like a Greek letter. So like a psi or a chai. Show of hands. It's like a salute, maybe that could be. Chewy meaty dog treat is a. Hmm. I feel like this is Attaway, not whatever I've got. Attaway. Reply found backward in no thanks. Well, that's just nah, right? Clinch as a victory is like ice. Oops, ice. Lethargic is one of the pointers is like an Anita, maybe. Answer to the riddle: what can someone wear that never goes out of style? Wear a smile. Free. Oh, at a cost. So in a cage was actually a pretty good guess. What is this? Planet. Mercury is in this planet. Some feds are, was it G-men, T-men? I don't know. Choice words. Either or. Having a neat appearance. Clean cut. I've been accused of that myself, but sometimes when it's 6 a.m., not so much. Chips, cookies, etc. What is this? Oh, not Jen, men. Uh, chips, cookies, etc. Square mile, air mile. It's like her story. Her story. That's an interesting. But I guess that makes sense. Is that the ERA, the Equal Rights Amendment, perhaps? And this must be tech and T-men, which I don't. I mean, that's a tough corner there. Jeez. A reply in which one parent says to go talk to the other parent. Reply in which. Bullfight bull is a Toro. Thermometer. Something thermometer. That makes sense, though. Mercury is in a thermometer. Burn the surface of it to char, and also, and so ergo, pardon me. total hassle. Is that a pain? Christmas party is the magi, the three wise guys. A goggle. Hmm. Sliceable food purchase is a loaf of bread. Game for a toddler is smoothie bar order. This is going to be like an acai bowl. Defeated soundly. Like, I'm going to say like plastered, but that's wrong. Good to go is set. A brand. This is taboo. The whole world of fragrance is pretty hilarious. Is insufficient. Won't do. Is that a goggle? Is a gawk? Like to gawk at something? Maybe. Fooey is drat. Allure. It seems like it might be charm. I have no more in stock. Now it feels wrong. I'm gonna say this is charm. And what is this? Arab nationalism? Curling targets are biceps. There we go. Cautionary store sign from an alcohol retailer. It's like weak hard. Could be. We'll have no more R out, not run out. R out is not great. Used. Fooey. Oh, nuts. Nuts. Pretty awesome that I got WNBA finals right off the bat. That's cool. Who's this? Centrist in British politics. Unit of radioactivity. Oh, this is Bohemian Rhapsody. So it was Freddie Mercury. I have no idea who this is. Oh, it must be a Curie. Must be radioactivity. So Lib Dem. Oh, a liberal Democrat. Oh, thought we were going for someone's name here. Or nickname. Fridge visit for a midnight snack is a raid. Bowling pins on the back right are tens. I don't know what that is. Main ingredient in a longshoreman. This must be rye. Oh, is it rum? It could be rum. Oh no, this is dryers, right? He square. Oh, is it dweeb? Used is not new. Okay, we're making progress. I'm gonna say that's Anita and torpid, which is not a word I'm super familiar with. Mercury is in this, some kind of a thermometer, but I've got it. Eureka. Apt for when you crack the puzzle there. Subs may sub 4. Oh, the A team. A mom. A-OK mom. What is this? A chewy meaty dog treat is a pig ear. Mercury is in a glass thermometer. Oh, ask mom. There we go. Something posted from an online account is like an e-check. E-check. Here we are. Oh, Earth is where we are. Lab report component is one's parents with the olds. don't think I've ever heard anyone actually say that. Oh, this is peekaboo. Peekaboo. So like touches. This must be e-check. Oh, thrashed. All right, we did it. Let's admire our puzzle. That was tough. I don't. It only took 1421, which isn't like a particularly long solve, but I thought that was tough. A lot of unusual fill, a lot of kind of like niche trivia stuff. Um, but I mean, a lot of things we don't typically see in a puzzle here. So let's take a look. 3-point letter you won't find in Scrabble. I mean, so psi, I think that's like shaped like a trident with like 3 points. So that's kind of a cool one. I like that. Sets a good tone at 1A. It's tough, but it's a good wordplay, good misdirection, nice clue and answer. Anita Pointer was her last name. Pointer, I doubt it. I don't know much about the Pointer Sisters. I was just thinking about them though because I'm trying to think what the song was, but like it was a song Bruce Springsteen wrote and didn't want to record himself, and so he gave it to the Pointer Sisters, and it became like their biggest hit. Um, uh, so I don't know, kind of neat. Chips, cookies. So like that's a very clever clue. Chips like microchips and cookies like the way they track your online usage. I mean, it's a pretty smart and relevant clue. This was a tough corner for me. I mean, Heck was a tough answer, and her story, I don't, that's tough. And this, like, are there T men and G men? I feel like T men are tax men and G men are like guys with boots on the ground. I don't know. I am at a cost, square mile, air mile, a glass thermometer. So it's kind of cool how they did this Mercury theme. We've got some Mercury stuff. We've got glass thermometer, retrograde, WNBA finals, and Bohemian Rhapsody. I think that's all of them. So four very different uses of Mercury. I mean, this is the element Mercury. This is the planet Mercury. This is the WNBA team, and this is Freddie Mercury from the band Queen. I wish we saw more puzzles like this because lots of things have overlap, right? I mean, I don't know. This is really clever and smart. I'm pretty darn impressed by this puzzle. I've got it. Eureka, piranhas. There's a lot of stuff to be scared of on the Amazon. The A Team, the epilogue. And I mean, are both spellings of epilogue correct? Because you could spell this with a UE at the end, but I don't know. One with many stuffy clients, an ENT, retrograde. Mercury in retrograde, I really don't know what that means, except that it's something to do with planetary alignment, and it's kind of like a full moon. Everyone has an excuse to be a little crazy. Marco Polo, better than Marco Rubio. Magi, Labor Party. Pats light touches. I'm a Patriots fan from Boston, and the Pats just wow. We never, if they have a losing season the rest of my life, I can't complain. But after 20 years of Cloud Nine, we're just really not the most fun team to root for at the moment. New head coach though, new beginnings. Let's move on. Won't do. RT, check. Arab nationalism. Here we are on Earth. This makes me think of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Just kind of the tone and the cleverness of it. The Mercury might be in the WNBA finals. Kia. I've never driven a Kia, I don't think. But I'm sure they're great. R out. Marie Curie. Abstract is part of a lab report. I don't really get that. Abstract. Doesn't bother. Let's Be. Bohemian Rhapsody. Great song. Kind of amazing that became a huge song. It's so goofy. Despite being beautiful and fantastic, it's also kind of quirky. And I'm pretty sure my first experience with Bohemian Rhapsody was in Wayne's World in 1991, maybe, um, when they rock out to that song on the tape deck in the car. But I don't think I'd ever heard of Queen before that. I mean, granted, I was like a little kid, but yeah, I think that was my first experience. Wilfred Owen, sure, why not? Dreyer's Ice Cream, okay. Neophyte, The Olds. It's kind of a mean way to refer to your parents. Square is a dweeb. SMU is where my buddy Will Parkhouse went. Shout out to Will. So that's my SMU thing. A pig ear. Um, I don't know. So is this like a literal pig ear? Must be. Um, but I don't know much about it. I know that chicharrones are delicious, and that's made out of pig stuff. So yeah, not no experience with this. Salute is a show of hands, and Imaret is a Turkish inn. I would very much like to go to Turkey. My buddy Kartal is from there, and he's said nice things about it, and I would like to see Turkey someday. Cappadocia, and the water. Attaway, nah. Ice of Victory. Torpid is lethargic, apparently. Um, I don't think that has anything to do with torpedo, but who knows? Smile never goes out of style. I feel like that'd be just a good bumper sticker. A smile never goes out of style, right? Or is it too long? He-Man, either or, clean cut. Her story. So I mean, as opposed to his story, I get it. It's cute. It's clever. But it's a tough bit of fill. Ask Mom. Toro. We just had Torpid, and now we have Toro. Not the end of the world, but Toro also is fatty tuna in a sushi restaurant, like the most expensive kind of sushi, typically. Big fan of Toro, and that's a special occasion kind of thing. You might sear the surface of something. Magma, also hot. Ergo, pain, Doc. American Bar Association, loaf of bread. Peekaboo is a good name for a toddler. There was a pretty successful skier back in the day, Peekaboo Street, who was very popular, and she had the first name Peekaboo because her parents just waited until she was old enough to decide her own name, and Peekaboo was her favorite game kind of thing. And I'm pretty sure it was like she needed to get a passport, and so it was like, "Hey, what name do you want?" And she said Peekaboo. So there you go. Look it up, Peekaboo Street. Acai bowl, delicious, thrashed. Reminds me of the skateboard magazine Thrasher. Set, taboo. I mean, the world of fragrance and perfume is just too funny for words. It's the only place where Johnny Depp still seems to be a huge star is in cologne commercials. I shouldn't say that. I'm sure he is still a huge star, and I'm sure he still gets paid a ton of money. I just don't know anyone who is particularly interested in Johnny Depp's acting anymore. Fooey is drat, charm, biceps if you want to get swole. Weak hard, not new, nuts, arsons, light charges. That's a pretty good one. It's a charge you would get for lighting something on fire. Lib Dem sounds like someone who lives on Twitter, the political Twitter spectrum, and lives their whole life there. See You is by Raid is Midnight Snack. Bowling pins are tens, like the 7-10 split. Larb Guy, that's a tough one. Rye and He. So all in all, really good. I mean, I really like this puzzle. It was not overwrought or it didn't interfere with the rest of the fill. I thought the cluing was excellent in this puzzle. Really challenging, a lot of wordplay and misdirection, and yeah, good Thursday challenge to get us started. And best of all, it's only 7:13 a.m. I've got an hour before I need to leave for my breakfast meeting, so that's a win. And yeah, Do me a favor, click the like button if you liked it. And if you'd like to see more videos of this kind, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll probably be back for a solve at least one of the next couple days. And I hope you'll join me for that next live solve of the New York Times crossword. Thanks. Bye.